Cooking with Plants, and today I'm making a vegan Alfredo potato bake. So let's get started. First of all, preheat your oven to about 200 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and then get yourself a blender and we'll start making the sauce. First of all, add 1.5 cups of filtered water, half a cup of unsweetened plant-based milk. Today I'm using organic soy milk, but you could use rice milk or some almond milk would be really good in this also. To this I'm also adding a large boiled potato, 1 tablespoon of white miso paste, half a cup of nutritional yeast, 1 teaspoon each of onion powder and garlic powder, half a teaspoon of coarse Celtic sea salt, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of white pepper, and 1 tablespoon of tahini. And finally, I'm also adding in 1 medium head of cauliflower that's been steamed. So it's about 750 grams worth going in. And then give this a blend up. Okay, so now that this has been blending for about a minute or a minute and a half, it's nice and creamy, really nicely blended. You could just use this sauce as is over some pasta if you wanted to, but I'm going to use it for a delicious bake. So next up, get yourself a baking dish that has about a 2 litre or 2 quart capacity. And what I've done is boiled and sliced some potatoes. So I let them cool in the fridge before I slice them, but if you're short on time and you've only just boiled yours, just keep them a little bit firm and then peel them and you're good to go. So what I'm doing is layering these in the bottom of this dish. Then once you've got one layer down, just grab a few of these sliced onions. So I've sliced 1 large white onion for this and also about 7 large boiled potatoes. So all the exact quantities will be on my website at CookingWithPlants.com. And just keep layering those until all of your potatoes are used up. Okay, so for your final layer, just make sure that you end with potato on top. And if you have some spare bits, just fill in any gaps that there might be. Okay, and I do have a little bit of onion left over, so I'm not using that for the top layer. And then pour over your sauce and just make sure it runs in between all the potato and goes down to the bottom as well. If you wanted to, you could even layer the sauce as you're going as well. So the sauce that I've made is actually enough for 2 of these bakes, or you could use the excess and leave it in the fridge for up to 5 days and use it on pasta or on cooked potatoes or even with some rice. It would be super delicious. So once all your sauce has gone to the bottom and you've got a nice layer on top, just get a little bit of nutmeg, or if you prefer, you could put some smoked paprika as well, and just sprinkle that lightly across the top. And then put a lid on this, or if you don't have a lid for your baking dish, just use some alfoil. And it doesn't matter which way around you use the foil, whether it's the shiny or the dull side, because it's just part of the manufacturing process and it doesn't make any difference to the cooking itself. So once this is covered up, it's time to put it in the oven for about 10 minutes. Okay, so this has been baking with a lid on for 15 minutes, and I'm going to put this back in the oven without the lid on just to get a little bit of browning on top for about another 10 minutes. Okay, so this has been in the oven for another 15 minutes, so all up half an hour, 15 minutes with the lid, 15 minutes without, but you can adjust that to your own personal taste. If you want it a little bit more browned, then leave it in a little bit longer. But I'm getting really hungry from the smell of this, so I'm just going to give it a tiny little taste test out of the corner here. Oh, nice and gooey and creamy. I'll just taste the sauce. Oh yes, this is so tasty. And healthy. No nut, no oil, just super healthy cauliflower. So give this recipe a try and let me know what you think. I'm super excited. It's just so yummy. And remember, you can print the recipe off my website at CookingWithPlants.com. And don't forget to subscribe for 2 new recipes each and every week. And I look forward to seeing you for the next one. Bye for now. Yummy.